Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome to Face the Nation, a program putting issues to you, the viewer, and Kenyans in general, front and center. I'm Jeff Koinange. Thanks for joining us on this day. We're joined by a beautiful audience in a very historic place. We're in Mombasa County for the next couple of weeks, bringing you the issues you want to hear. And the setting, none other than a 420-year-old fort built in 1593, Fort Jesus, and the setting. Makofi kwa Fort Jesus, tafadhali. Yeah, good. I did say we're going to be here for the next couple of weeks, both Mombasa County and Kwale County, talking about the issues. And many of you, and I know our audience members, know the issues. Everything from drugs to unemployment to Al-Shabaab to MRC, youth unemployment, poverty, you name it. And to help us discuss some of these issues, put them front and center, please help me welcoming. First up, Najib Balala, Minister for Tourism, MP from Vita. Farida Rashid, Kenya Muslim Women Alliance. Ayman Shahbal, he's Chairman, Gulf Africa Bank, Chairman, Gulf Energy, Founder, Coast International University. Welcome. And last but not least, we have Betty Sharon. She is Chairperson, Coast Women in Development. Have a seat, please, ladies and gentlemen. Have a seat. Thank you. Well done. Before we go to our invited guests, we have a package we prepared. K24's Caleb Karuga has been around Mombasa talking about what's going on and what needs to be done. Direct your attention, TV screens. Let's go to that package.
Mombasa County lies along the shores of the Indian Ocean along Kenya's coastline. It's located on the southeastern part of the Kenya coast and borders the Indian Ocean to the east and southeast, Kilifi County to the north and Kwale to the west and southwest. The county of Mombasa has close to 1 million people and an area of 295 square kilometers, including 65 square kilometers of inshore waters. The county has 4 constituencies, namely Changamwe, Kisauni, Likoni, and Mvita. A portion of Mombasa's economy is largely driven by tourism earnings, thanks to the sunny, sandy white beaches that allure both local and international tourists. But under this lucrative trade lies a crisis that is wasting thousands of youth: drugs and substance abuse. It's a dangerous trend that can be observed on just a casual walk through most alleys in Mombasa town and its environs.
Watu ambao kwamba kiongozi ambao kwamba atakuwa na ujasiri ya kupambana na walanguzi wa madawa kulevya.
Wanaoathirika na madawa kulevya ni mabarabara. Vijana ambao watarajiwa kufanya kazi ili kuangalia jamii ikiwa ni mzazi. Barabara wamekuwa hawezi kuoa ili kuangalia familia yake ama wenye familia kwa sababu kutumia madawa.
Despite the billions of shillings in revenue generated by the largest seaport in the country, opinion is divided over talks of privatizing the port of Mombasa. Some argue that the county is better left to manage its own financial affairs, while others say people from upcountry or Wabara get what they term as better jobs at the port than the natives.
It is about time zile resources ambazo zinapatikana hapa zitumike kuimarisha na kuendeleza maisha ya wakaaji.
It's indeed a land of plenty, but poverty, poor planning and congestion are stretching the available resources, and no doubt the people of the coast will be demanding a fair share of the revenues, even from national assets.
It's about time Mombasa ipewe jukumu la kumanage your revenue, kwa sababu unapata ile pesa yote haitumiki tena hapa kuendeleza ile mambo inatakikana hapa.
Wananchi hawafaidiki kutoka utalii. Wananchi hawafaidiki kutokamana na bandari. Wananchi hawafaidiki na maduka makubwa yaliyoko hapa.
The incoming governor has his work cut out in matters education, given the perennial poor performance in national examinations that many have attributed to poor infrastructure and marginalization by previous governments. Presidential aspirants usually value the cost of vote, partly considered the swing vote, but they know all too well that promises have rarely translated into concrete action, and this time things will not be the same again.
Thank you. That was Caleb Karuga there talking about the issues, challenges affecting Mombasa County. I'm going to go straight into questions. Waziri, I'm going to start with you because I remember when you were mayor of the city of Mombasa. Mombasa was like the cleanest city in Kenya, right? Okay, so so one would ask, Waziri, what went wrong? Why is Mombasa so filthy, so dirty, so smelly? Thank you, so smelly. Waziri.
Waswahili wanasema ukiona vyaolea vimeundwa. Jeff, is not about cannot be done. It's possible it can be done. Mediocre leadership is what has destroyed Mombasa. We don't deserve, in an over 1,000 old city of Mombasa, we are in a 420 for Jesus on a venue of dignity. Today, look at our city. It's an embarrassment. Not because we are not cooperating, we don't pay our taxes, no. Because of mediocre leadership. And I want to tell my people of Mombasa, this time, usibahatishe. Hakikisha nani kiongozi.
Yeah. Farida, can that change? Is change coming?
Kila kitu inawezekana. And I can see change is coming.
What took so long? Why? You know, because people say Mombasa people are a little slow.
It depends on us now. We have to change through ourselves. Then let others follow. Kwa sababu kama sisi hatujakubali kubadilika, hatuwezi kubadilika hapa Mombasa. Ni lazima mabadiliko inakuja kwa mwananchi yule wa chini. Mwananchi akijikubali wa chini, then sisi tutabadilika na tutabadilisha mambo mengi.
Umekubali hiyo? Suleiman Shahbal, is that why you decided to throw your hat into the ring to run for governor of Mombasa County? Is that why?
Absolutely. I grew up in this city. This is my hometown. And I'm no longer prepared to accept the rubbish that's going on in this city. What is happening is absolutely unacceptable, and it must change, and it will change.
Betty Shah.
I would like to correct you. Mombasa people are not too slow. It is the leadership which is too slow in changing Mombasa. It is the leadership which is too slow in changing Mombasa. Mombasa people are not too slow, and everything is possible, just the way the minister is saying. Everything is possible, and if we have good leadership, we can go back to where it was when Honorable Balala was the mayor, because we already were there. What is going back? Because even then, there was that perception that Mombasa people are slow, and yet it was the cleanest in East Africa.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened?
Yes.
What happened? Waziri, as Minister for Tourism, you travel the world. You've been to the best of cities. And Mombasa could have been the Switzerland. It could have been the Cape Town. It could have been Marrakesh. If you look around here, I'm sure when you come back to your hometown, you must say, what went wrong? What happened?
Jeff, I'm embarrassed, and I'm disappointed that we have just decayed. And it's not because of the people. It's actually the institutional framework of choosing leadership has not been done well. And I'm glad we have a new dispensation, constitutional dispensation. There'll be new positions. There'll be new structures, new rules of the game in electing leaders. From Chapter 6 in terms of integrity, to the way you fund your campaign, to everything, including bribing yourself in winning an election. And I said, it has to start from us. When I say that let's change, it must start with you individually. You want change. You cannot propagate you want good leadership and then you want the leadership to pay you. I want to tell you, Jeff, I don't have the money to buy votes to elect me, but I will create resources to make a life better for that person vote for me. As well as we have good people in this country, and we have good people in this town, and we can get good leadership. But the culture of leadership is simama utegwe, simama usutwe, simama umalizwe. You think somebody with dignity and education and professionalism will allow himself to be humiliated by goons, hired, dragged, to be abused? It takes a man like Balala to face them head on.
Okay. And you're going to do it?
Definitely.
Suleiman Shahwa, let's talk about something that very few people talk about these days. And Mombasa has become like the Colombia of Africa. This is the drug haven, let's face it. And people know, I'm sure a lot of people here know, that some of those drug barons, the drug kingpins, are right here in this town. And they're getting away literally with murder, and they're destroying a generation. What needs to be done to out these people, Suleiman?